Hi, George. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Huh? Oh, what do you want, Cassandra? I'm kind of busy right now. I'm still working overtime.
Oh, overtime, huh? Was making out with a woman at a love hotel part of your job again?
What?
You just left the hotel with a woman right now, right?
What are you talking about? I'm still at the office.
Okay then. Turn around right now.
What is the meaning of this?
Wow, you're pretty fast when you run away.
What's going on? What did you do? You didn't tell me that you would be there when I turned around. How did you know I was here?
I followed you here. And why would I tell you? That would have ruined the whole purpose.
You followed me? This is called stalking, you know.
Well, the goal was to find out if you're cheating on me or not.
What do you mean cheating? I was only going over stuff from work with Jennifer.
You were talking about work. At a love hotel? Come on, I'm not that dumb.
Yes, I was. There's nothing strange or suspicious about it. I was trying out a new method of marketing, you see.
There's no such method of marketing.
It's a marketing method I came up with.
Huh?
You know how I'm going to inherit my father's company, right? I thought that we should incorporate such new methods of marketing into the company, you know?
You must be an idiot to think I would believe what you're saying.
What?
Did you create a report on the effects and results of making out with a woman who's not your fiancé at a love hotel? Using the company's products or something? Doesn't your father's company make appliances for office work? Did you tell your father, the CEO of the company, and your mother, the head of research and development, about this new marketing method of yours?
Shit.
Trying to make any excuses is just going to make you look pathetic, you know?
Fuck. Fine, I admit it. I prefer Jennifer over you.
You mean the woman you were with just now, right? Isn't she a new employee?
Yep. Now's the perfect timing, so I'll tell you. I found a woman that's better than you, so let's get divorced. I was only going to marry you in the first place because my parents recommended you to me. I was never that enthusiastic about it. Jennifer was the one who noticed how I was suffering and made me feel better. This isn't just me cheating on you. This is true love. Let's get divorced. Actually, no. I'm canceling the marriage right now. As of this moment, we're no longer together.
What? Are you sure this is what you want?
Yep. My body and my soul both now belong to Jennifer.
Ah, I see. Thanks for breaking up with me.
What? What do you mean, thanks?
Yep, I was worried a bit as to what to do if you refused to cancel the marriage.
What? Why would I refuse to cancel the marriage?
Anyways, I'm glad you were so enthusiastic at canceling our marriage. I've already done a lot of preparation and am planning on hiring a lawyer to take care of things.
What? A lawyer?
We were engaged after all, which means that to cancel the engagement, there's a lot of stuff we need to do. You know this, right? As soon as everything's ready, I'll contact you about the alimony for the marriage cancellation and about the cancellation fees for the wedding venue. There are a lot of things that need to be done, so I'm going to need to ask you for your cooperation. We need to talk about the business consequences. that will come out of a marriage cancellation as well.
What? What do you mean business consequences? Don't we just break up and that's it? Why does it seem like this is going to be a huge hassle?
You're Cassandra Phillips, right? This is Jennifer Norris, George's new girlfriend. I wanted to talk to you, so I got your phone number from George.
Oh, the fact that you contacted me directly must mean that either you're quite thick-skinned or quite fearless. Or maybe both.
Yeah. I don't want to hear the howls of the dog who lost. So I'll ignore your remarks and continue with what I have to say, old lady.
What is it?
I heard that you and George are going to break up since you found out about our relationship. So I decided to apologize to you for stealing your boyfriend. It was less than 1 month before you two got married, right? I'm so evil.
Yes, we are going to break up. I'm going to be asking an alimony from you too, by the way.
What? What do you mean an alimony? Is this too the barks of the dog who lost? Didn't I just apologize to you for stealing your boyfriend? I apologize, so that's the end of this conversation. You already agreed to breaking up with George, so everything's been solved and we can all happily go our own ways.
Yes, I hired a lawyer to take care of things, specifically to make sure that we can all go happily on our own ways once the marriage cancellation has been made officially.
Huh? You hired a lawyer? Why did you go out of your way to do such a thing? Oh, I understand. You're trying to make this a big deal just so you can bother me and George, right? You're such a jealous woman. Even I feel a bit embarrassed.
Jennifer? Me and George weren't just boyfriend and girlfriend, but we were also engaged to each other.
So what if you're engaged to each other? Can you not act all arrogant just because you were a little bit more than a girlfriend to him? It's not as if you were married to him at the time. And besides, love is free.
Marriage cancellation is enough reason to ask for an alimony.
What?
Also, I've already talked to your parents about this situation.
What? My parents?
Please don't do anything rash until my lawyer contacts you.
Huh?
I'm afraid you won't be able to keep your current job. I suggest you prepare yourself emotionally, starting from now.
Is it the case that this is going to be a much bigger hassle than I thought it was going to be?
Hey, Cassandra! My dad just told me that he's going to make one of the senior managing directors the next CEO, not me. Did you have anything to do with this? Not only that, but he's locating me to a small branch company based in some rural area. What did you do?
It's not that I did something, but that your father was forced to make these decisions because of what you did, no?
What?
To be honest, I was skeptical about the idea of someone who cheats on their fiancé when there's less than a month until the marriage being the next CEO. Did you not think about what the other employees would think of such a man was let off without any sort of punishment? Isn't that why your father did what he did? He made these decisions as the CEO of the company. You should be glad he didn't fire you.
Huh? Marriage and love are private matters. It shouldn't have anything to do with work. There's no reason I should be receiving this sort of treatment.
Aren't you forgetting something extremely important?
What am I forgetting?
That my grandfather is the largest owner of your father's company stocks.
What? Seriously?
Did you really forget about it?
I never even knew. If I had known, I would never have cheated on you.
I at least remember that it came up during conversation when your parents introduced me to you.
You've got to be kidding me.
That's not why what you did was the problem, though. Ugh, I give up.
Cassandra, is it true that your grandfather is the largest owner of stocks at our company?
Yes, it's true.
So it is also true that George is not going to be the next CEO anymore because he angered your grandfather?
While it's true that my grandfather is furious at George for betraying me, it's more that he didn't think that someone who would cheat on his fiancée a month before the wedding was fit to be the next CEO of the company. He asked for George's father's advice, the CEO of the company, as to what he thought. As the largest stockholder of the company, and not as my grandfather, apparently the CEO had the exact same opinion. That's when it was decided that he would no longer be the next CEO.
Seriously? And to think that I was going to be the wife of a CEO. Damn it! That means that there was no point in me stealing him from you.
I knew it. So that's what you were really after, huh?
Yes, and that's what you're after too, right? That's the only reason why you would immediately think of asking me for an alimony as soon as you found out the marriage was going to be cancelled.
I'm only exercising my legal rights as a person who was cheated on by their fiancé. Besides, I already earn enough money for myself that I don't really care whether my husband is a CEO or not.
What?
I'm not going to tell you about my job, because I don't want you two doing anything that might harm my business. But I'll just tell you that I'm not interested in any money from my husband.
If that's the case, you don't need to ask me for any alimony, right? You already have all the money you need, probably. Why not just be kind and not ask me for any alimony?
I already told you beforehand. I'm only exercising my legal rights as someone who was cheated on by their fiancé. Doesn't matter whether I have the money or not.
But everyone at the office is giving me these cold looks. And I feel as if I'm kind of forced to quit my job at this company. If you take money from me, then I don't know if I'll be able to get by. So can you just, please?
Don't you think you're messing around a bit too much? An alimony is an expression of sorry in the form of money. You can't just refuse to pay or demand a decrease in the amount without any proper reason. It's just out of the question.
But it's true that I don't have any money.
Bothering me about it is not going to solve anything. I'm only answering your text to answer any questions you might have. But having to deal with someone who doesn't know anything is quite tiresome. Please talk to my lawyer from now on.
Fine, let me some money then. Then I'll pay your alimony.
Are you telling me that you're going to borrow money from the person you're supposed to pay an alimony to, and use that very same money to pay the alimony?
Huh? Wait, what?
It seems that you're so disoriented that you can't even think straight anymore.
What? That's not what I meant. Wait!
I think it would be better if you talked to my lawyer. Not me. Goodbye then.
Hold on! I thought that I would become a celebrity after I became the wife of a CEO, which is why I used up all of my savings. I seriously don't even have any more money. Cassandra, please, do something about it.
I blocked her after that conversation and left everything to the lawyer I had hired. I asked the two of them to pay an alimony up front and also made George pay the cancellation fees for the wedding. With that, I put an end to this whole marriage cancellation business. Apparently, the two cheaters were forced to take on debt because of this, and then two of them moved to a tiny broken-down apartment that was basically a ruin to save money. But their love, either it was never there or it went cold. As soon as they see each other's faces, they immediately start insulting each other. The psychological effects of constantly living in an irritated environment is taking effects on the multiple part-time jobs they're taking as well, it seems. They keep on making mistakes, and the two of them were eventually fired. They no longer had no means to make a living anymore in their hometown and left for someplace else. What happened to them after that? I don't know.
Hey, do you have a minute?
Sure. What's up?
Do you know what happened to all that bacon that was in the fridge? You didn't eat it, did you?
Yeah, I used it to make a sandwich this morning. Why?
I knew it! Trevor, that bacon was so old. I went to throw it out today and saw that it was gone. It wasn't even the same color as it usually is. You didn't notice it turned gray?
Really? I had no idea. I didn't think it looked any different. Although I did use it right after I woke up, so I might have been too tired to notice.
What's gonna happen if you get food poisoning? You're such an airhead when it comes to stuff like this.
I can't say you're wrong. This isn't the first time I haven't paid close attention to what I put in my body.
And it probably won't be the last. I gotta admit though, I think the airhead side of you is kinda cute.
Oh yeah?
It's not the only thing I like about you though. Anyway, sorry, I just kinda sprung my plans on you last minute. Are you gonna be okay without me in the house?
It's all good. Don't worry about it. I'm off today and tomorrow, so I thought I'd go fishing and kinda just do a bunch of stuff I haven't had the time to do lately.
Are you at the pier already?
Yep. I've already been here for a few hours. Doesn't seem like the fish are biting today, though. I haven't even gotten a nibble. I'll probably start packing up and heading home soon. I'm actually pretty beat, so I'll just lie around the house for the rest of the day.
Why not stop over and see your mom on the way home? It's on the way, and I'm sure she'd be happy to see you. I feel like you haven't been over there in so long.
I'm pretty tired, though. I know if I go there, I won't be home for hours. I'm probably gonna be sitting in traffic for a while as it is. I'd rather just go straight home and take it easy for as much time as I can.
Or is it really because you two got into a fight on the phone the other day?
Yeah, that was pretty annoying. She kept telling me, don't work so much, as if I could help it.
Yeah, things have been crazy for you. But your job is always busy this time of year, so you can't really do anything about it.
Plus, I feel like I'm really making momentum right now. It seems like Darnell has really taken a liking to me after seeing how hard I've been working.
Darnell! I miss him. You're on a big project with him right now, aren't you? It was so fun working with him. I loved going over to his house for parties. You're really moving up in the world, babe.
I know I probably should have asked this way sooner, but why did you want to just be a stay-at-home wife?
Oh, you're asking me this now? Why even bother asking after all this time?
I don't know. I just always wondered. You were an awesome secretary back when you were working.
I wasn't that good.
You were, which is why it was surprising when you said you wanted to quit. And then decided to start dating someone like me.
Darnell told me he was sad to see me go, but if that's what I wanted, he wouldn't stop me. Plus, he's the one who introduced us, remember? He thought we'd make a great couple. Hello? What's wrong?
Well, it's just that last week when I went over to Darnell's house for another one of his get-togethers,
Yeah?
I had an interesting discussion with his wife, Maggie.
Oh, don't get me started on Maggie. What did she say to you? She has been the same ever since I first met her. She's so arrogant. She tried to be all high and mighty over me when we worked together, even though she was constantly screwing up at her job. Don't listen to anything she says.
Yeah, none of that is relevant to what she told me.
She thinks just because her husband is in a position of power, that automatically makes her important too. I know plenty of people like that. They all suck, lol. I bet she talks your ear off about how elite they both are. That's exactly the type of woman she is.
No, she didn't do anything like that. We didn't even talk for that long, actually.
Well, what did she say? Women always change when a man is around. She's one to talk. That's exactly the kind of woman she is. But honestly, that's not even true. The truth is that men change when women are around.
What are you talking about? She told me I was being played for a fool.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it.
Seems like everyone knows but you. That's what she said to me.
Oh, I really have no idea what that means, but okay. This is probably just you being an airhead again. I bet you believe every stupid rumor that floats around that office. And to be honest, that woman is always at the end of them. She spins lies and rumors more than anyone I've ever known. You better be careful about what you believe, especially when it's coming from her.
Is that right?
Yep. You probably don't know this, but we used to call Maggie the author because of all the ridiculous stories she'd make up about people in the office. Don't trust a word that comes out of her mouth.
Sure, whatever. But can I at least tell you what else she told me?
Go right ahead. I have nothing to hide.
She told me that you've been romantically involved with Darnell since before we started dating. I guess I was the last to find out. Everyone else around the office has known about it. I think you need to come home so we can talk about this face to face. I want you to be honest with me. If this is true, we are getting a divorce, no question.
Hang on a second. You really believe that garbage?
I don't know if I do or not, and I won't know until I talk to you about this in person. You need to come home.
Didn't you read what I just said? This is ridiculous!
I said you need to come home right now. I'm all ears. I'll listen to everything you have to say, but it needs to be face to face. And once you're done, you better believe I have 100 questions for you. Do you understand?
Trevor, is this you? How is Julia?
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? Is that any way to talk to your mother?
Mom? What?
What's so hard to believe? Don't tell me you're still upset about us bickering over the phone the other day.
How are you texting me right now?
Don't seem so surprised. Your old mom out in the country finally got herself a smartphone.
Oh yeah? Even after saying I think technology is evil? When did you get it?
Yesterday? The day before? I forgot. But the nice young man in the store helped teach me how to send these messages.
Oh, gotcha. So, what's up?
Well, it's about Julia.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about her.
I'm so worried about her.
You are? Why?
I think she's a lovely wife, and I'm worried if you're treating her right or not. It's just my motherly instinct. She said she wanted to have kids soon, plus she's doing everything she can to support you. She's taking care of everything around the house as a stay-at-home wife.
Where is this coming from? By the way, do you know the real reason why Julia wanted to become a stay-at-home wife?
To take care of her husband and get ready to raise a family.
No, that's definitely not why. It was to make more time to see the man she's been cheating on me with.
You think she's cheating on you? There is no way. A nice girl like her would never do something like that. Is that what's going on between you two right now?
Yeah.
Things like this aren't always just one person's fault. Is there anything you could have done differently to prevent this? I think you need to think long and hard about how this could have happened.
Yeah, sure. Nothing is confirmed for sure yet. But if it's true, there's a whole bunch of stuff I have to do. I have to hire a lawyer and file for divorce, plus figure out how I'm going to sue for emotional distress from her affair. But none of that can happen until I talk to her face to face, and she hasn't come home since yesterday. She's not answering any of my calls or texts.
Trevor, listen to me. Suing her for an affair is pretty cowardly, don't you think? A real man would just let it go.
I couldn't possibly care less what a real man would do. I don't care what you or anyone thinks about what I'm doing.
Well, I'm praying for Julia's new life if she's going to have to start over. Don't you feel bad about forcing her out into the world?
Are you serious? You're taking her side? You're going to pray for her even though she's the one who put herself into the situation by cheating on me?
That hasn't been confirmed yet. You're jumping to conclusions. You cheated. Give me money. It's such a cowardly way to behave, don't you think?
I just literally told you that until I talk with her, I can't do anything.
There's no need for a divorce. You're being quite greedy and petty. Spend your time mending your marriage instead of thinking about how to get money from Julia.
Huh? She had an affair with someone at work and everyone knew about it but me.
It sounds like you're believing other people's rumors over your own wife.
She quit her job to have more time to cheat on me. If the wife of the man she's been cheating on me with didn't say anything, I still would have been clueless.
Sounds like you're taking that woman's side over Julia's. That's not right.
That woman? You clearly don't understand the situation.
I do understand, dear. That woman probably likes to make salacious claims about other people.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. If Julia or you make a big and stupid fuss over this divorce and me suing her, so be it. I can't let her walk all over me like this. She didn't start this after we got married, you know. She's been with this guy since before we even started dating. How could I possibly trust someone like that?
Maybe you just misunderstood something? You've never been the sharpest tool in the shed.
I wish that were the case.
That must be it. Don't put her through all of this. There's no need for a divorce, and especially not a lawsuit against her.
How long are you going to keep up this act?
Act? Trevor, what do you mean? Let's get back on track. I'm telling you, there must be some misunderstanding. She would never do something like that to you. You better not try and get any kind of compensation from this divorce.
Enough. My mom is sitting right next to me. Your mom, too.
Huh?
Drop the act right now. This isn't funny. I have no idea whose phone you're texting me from, but the jig is up. Both our moms are laughing at how stupid you are.
What? Hang on a second. Why are they with you right now?
I've been planning this for a while. I was waiting until you were out of the house. I didn't wake up early yesterday to go fishing. I went out to the country to pick up my mom, then go over to your mom's place. We've been waiting for you to come home ever since. Although we didn't expect it to take this long.
You lied to me? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But you lied to me in the first place. I guess it's payback. Lol.
OMG, what is happening? What was the point of going to see them?
They're witnesses to the conversation we're inevitably going to have. Also, they're here so you don't just run off for good. Also, they're here to make sure you talk with me about this. Also, they're here just in case you try to pull something stupid.
Wait, I thought you got into a fight with your mom.
That's irrelevant. Let's get back on track. You think I'm dumb enough to try for a divorce and to sue you without any evidence? Absolutely not. Maggie gave me everything I ever could have needed. Pictures, videos, and screenshots of text messages between you and Darnell. I had no idea there was even this much. I guess I'll say this now, but you better believe she's gonna come after you too. You lied to me and went behind my back for 7 whole years. I'm going to squeeze every penny I can out of you for what you did to me.
Stop for just 1 second!
A divorce is exactly what you want, isn't it? But you just don't want to face the repercussions of what you did and pay up.
Yeah, kinda. Because let's be honest here. You should be grateful a woman like me ever even looked in the direction of a guy like you. And despite that, you want money out of me? Do you have a mental problem?
I'm well within my legal right to move forward.
You really are a weak little man, huh? Now it all makes sense. I'll just talk to Darnell and have him demote you down to being a janitor.
What?
You know Darnell's next in line to become the CEO once the current one steps down. You want to try and sue me? Go ahead, stupid. We'll bury you in legal fees. Your new job scrubbing toilets won't possibly pay enough to keep this up. Or you could watch your mouth, call off trying to sue me, and continue on with your life like a good little boy. Don't you think that's a win-win for everyone?
You are pretty arrogant for someone who has literally no power.
I think you're the one who's powerless here. I'm the one who's gonna call the shots moving forward.
I guess you don't know about Darnell then.
Huh? What about him? OMG, I'm glad I cheated on you. You're so obnoxious and oblivious.
You're the one who's oblivious. Darnell only got to where he is because of his wife's father.
What?
Yep. Maggie's father is the one who's the real big shot. You think he's gonna keep someone around who cheated on his daughter for 7 whole years? I guess you're the one who doesn't know.
Ha! You're lying. Your head's all messed up from everything that's going on. I bet you have no idea what you're even saying.
I wonder what's gonna happen to him when he gets kicked out of the company. 2 old, unemployed cheaters, thrown out into the world. What's next for you 2 scumbags? Oh wait, I know. You're gonna pay me. Like, an insane amount. You might have a heart attack when you see how much.
Wait.
Don't wanna.
Stop. I'm serious. You believe Maggie over me? You really think I cheated on you?
What's the point of even trying to deny this? I mean, I gotta say, the best part of this whole thing was pretending to be my mom. A nice girl like her would never do anything like that. Man, that was super desperate. You must really not want to pay.
I never had an affair. I'm not gonna pay you for this imaginary affair you keep saying I had.
The world you live in is not based in reality.
I'm not gonna do it. There's no way I'm gonna be poor. I don't want to change my quality of life.
La la la, not listening, don't care.
If Darnell gets the boot from his job, all he'll be is a run-of-the-mill middle-aged man. He used to be such a stud.
I repeat, I don't care.
He's actually kind of fat now. Fat and poor is a pretty terrible combination. There's nothing good about him anymore. If anything, you're more attractive than he is now.
Ooh, I don't care. Oh, but hang on a sec. He's the fat one? Are you sure you're not talking about yourself?
Huh?
You said it yourself. Men change when women are around. Maybe he got fat because he saw you packing on the pounds. Haha! Fat and poor might be a bad combination, but fat and stupid is way worse. Did you honestly think I'd fall for you pretending to be my mother? Sorry, dummy. That was never gonna work. You, on the other hand, completely fell for my trap. Who's the airhead now? Ha! After that, Darnell and Julia got slapped with lawsuits from me and Maggie to pay us for their affairs. I obviously filed for divorce and fought against splitting our assets. Thank goodness neither I nor Maggie had any kids yet. The divorce was a long, bloody process that eventually had to go to court, but it was eventually finalized. In the end, The court recognized Julia's 7-year affair as more than enough reason for grounds to pay me for emotional distress. Man, you should have seen Julia in that courtroom when the judge handed her that verdict. She had to get dragged out by the bailiffs. I honestly wish I took a video and reposted it on social media. Anyway, guess who took Darnell's newly vacated spot at the company? This guy. I finished that project we were assigned to by myself. It was really tough, but I worked hard and got through it. From then on, I just kept working and getting promoted until I got to where I am now. As a reward to myself, I bought a really great fishing pole and go fishing as much as I can. Unfortunately, I'm not catching much these days. I guess I can't blame the fishing pole for that, though. Oh well. Here's to hoping there are plenty of fish in the sea.